What's up, y'all? It's your girl T, and I am back with another video. And first, let me just start off by saying Happy New Year, and I do apologize. I know some of you have been wondering, like, what happened to the videos? What happened to the vlogs? Y'all, I've been going through a lot, but however, I made it into the new year, so I'm thankful for that. And I'm gonna get these videos back rolling and consistent every week. Like, that is one of my goals for this year. So anyways, if you're new here, then welcome. My name is T. I'm the owner of Stylish Styles by T. I make custom wigs using the sewing machine. I also teach wig making, and I offer wholesale wig making supplies. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Also hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I make a new post. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. And yeah, today's video, we're just gonna kind of talk about I guess you would say my opinion on the new Clubhouse app, because as you know, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I've been on Clubhouse for maybe a couple weeks now, and I have been a moderator in I believe 2 rooms now. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so Clubhouse, oh my goodness, Clubhouse is the newest and hottest app that has been circulating around now. And you know, everybody wants to get on. Everybody that's on it is on it. And yeah, let's talk all about it. So first of all, I think that it's a great app. And I do want to say this at the beginning. By no means is this video meant to bash Clubhouse, bash any other groups. You know, this is simply just me stating my opinion and my outlook on, you know, how I have experienced Clubhouse so far. So yeah, it's a great app. Like, I don't think that it's a bad app. It can be very addicting if you let it. So you kind of gotta have a little bit of control with the app. You know, you can be doing something and be on the app for an hour. Next thing you know, you're already 5 hours in. Like, it really does happen like that. So I did jot down a few notes, a few things that I want to make sure that I hit on in this video. And I do encourage you guys to leave comments and chime in where you can if you have different opinions, agreeing or disagreeing with things that I may say about Clubhouse. So one of the first things that I would say is when you do get on Clubhouse, you want to make sure that you follow like-minded people. You don't just follow anybody. You make sure that you're following people who, you know, in the same industry that you're in, or can give out business tips, or have any valuable information that may be beneficial to you. Because if you're just following people from your Facebook, high school people, people that don't have no business, people that keep up drama, things like that, then that is what your hallway is going to consist of, a lot of rooms that does not have a lot of positive energy. So, you know, be mindful of the people that you follow. Don't just follow just because somebody follow you. It don't necessarily mean that you have to follow them back, especially if you don't feel like they're going to be an asset to your business or to you, or whatever your goal is for joining Clubhouse. So that's just for starters. Also, when you following them, you know, say you come across a couple moderators, or, you know, people who you like what they're saying, they're providing value, make sure you not only follow them, but you also click the bell that's next to their name, so that you're notified whenever they have a room, and you can, you know, make sure that you don't miss their room or miss any information that they may share. So that's just a little FYI. Now, one of the things that I do want to say is make sure while you're on Clubhouse that make sure you have an intention. And like by that, I mean, you're not just doing it because everybody else is doing it. You're not just in a room because everybody else is in it. Like, you want to make sure that like either you're gaining knowledge, you're making connections, you are, collaborating with people. Make sure it's intentional for what you're doing and what your purpose is for being on Clubhouse, okay? That's like very important. And not only that, when you gain the knowledge or you share knowledge, mainly when you're gaining knowledge, make sure that the things that you do gain, if you feel that is valuable to your business, that you actually take action on it. Don't just be a hoarder of information and then don't do nothing with it. Like, then Clubhouse isn't really that beneficial for you. You just got a whole lot of information in you, okay? Which goes into the next thing. Then you have all this information, then you think you're an expert. Because another thing that I feel like I came across with Clubhouse is everyone is an expert. And I say that in the most, how can I say this? I say that very lightly. Everyone is an expert, or at least everyone think that that they are an expert. You really have to, when you go into these rooms, listen to these moderators, or listen to people, and take what they say, but also do your own research behind what they say. Take what they say and investigate and do your research on them, because a lot of people say stuff in those Clubhouse groups, and then you click on their bio and it's 2 pages long, and then you click on their Instagram or whatever they have linked, and it don't match up with what they're saying. So you really have to be mindful with what information you actually take in and like utilize for your business, because not everything that everyone's saying is correct. By no means am I an expert, but I would feel better if someone was up there on the stage and I had a question and they didn't have an answer. I would feel better if they just said they didn't have the answer versus just giving me a lot of fluff or just telling me something that they don't know nothing about themselves. Like, you can't tell me about Facebook ads if you haven't ran Facebook ads. And it's okay to say you don't know nothing about Facebook ads. Because even for me, when I was a moderator in a couple groups, if I didn't know something, like, I'm not going to give you no advice that I don't know nothing about, because I'm still learning myself. And the beauty of business is you're going to constantly learn. You're not going to know everything, and that is okay. But yeah, just watch out for those people who think they know every single thing. But there are people, now don't get me wrong, there are people on Clubhouse that are experts in certain fields. Check them people out, and don't be afraid to ask questions and outsource. And they give out good gems if they're expert and know what they're talking about. If they're expert in Instagram, and you go to their Instagram page and you can see that they're an expert, or they're talking like the expert, they're constantly dropping your gems, then okay, then now you may be able to take what they say and utilize it a little more than somebody that don't even have 1 or 2 posts. So that's just my take. Another thing that I am currently working on myself is not being afraid to come up on the stage and ask questions, because the phrase "a closed mouth don't get fed," that really is true. So if you always sitting in the back, you don't ask questions, but you don't know something, you're never gonna know it until you ask the question. Yeah, you can sit back and pray and hope that somebody asks the question that you want to ask, but you just never know if you don't get up there and ask yourself. You never know how you could be blessed, or how or whatever the information could be, that could be whatever information that is given could be specific to your business that could help you even more. So definitely don't be afraid to get up there and ask questions. Don't be afraid to just get up there and introduce yourself and network, because it's definitely a networking app. Like, you're on there and you're going to be in rooms with all kind of people, from celebrities, from Instagram influencers, YouTubers, and just regular small business people just like you. So just the way that I've been trying to convince myself and have myself look at it is, everybody's nervous. So by me being nervous, I blend right in with everybody else. Everybody else is nervous. But what it takes is those ones that actually take that step and get up on that stage. So I'm working on that. You know, I can give you guys that advice, but a lot of times you may see me in rooms and I'm just listening, or a lot of times I'm in there and I'm just trying to catch the vibe, you know, check on how things, what people are saying, what's going on, how information is being delivered and received. And with that, I'll move on and say, you know, there will be rooms that you may come across or go into that, you know, the delivery is wrong, or you can just tell the energy or the vibe isn't right, or, you know, the moderators are not very nice, or, you know, there are all types of rooms. And, you know, if you feel like it's not a good vibe or good energy, then simply leave out the room. That's what I do. Or if I feel like it's not anything that's of value to me, I'll leave out the room. I'm not gonna waste my time listening to something that is not of value. So, you know, just do that. I'm not gonna vent about it. I'm not gonna make another group about it and turn it into more drama like high school. I'm just gonna simply go down the hall and find another room, or create my own room that is for me. Another thing that I would say I'm learning about Clubhouse is, it's definitely not about the followers at all. It's not, you know, it's not like followers equal sales. Follower count over on Clubhouse is not important at all, because, like I said again, you don't want to just follow a whole lot of people, because then your hallway is going to be flooded with all these people and all this mess, especially if you don't know the person nor what they have going on. So you follow the people that are like-minded, that have something that can be beneficial to you, that you can help or they can help you. And yeah, definitely don't let that follower thing be a thing. Like, I don't follow everybody in the room. I don't do that. And I don't really recommend doing that either. Y'all, and I know that this is probably something that y'all probably see a lot, but it's a lot of people that get on Clubhouse and they go up on the stage, and it may be you. You know, they're kind of long-winded. They get to telling about their whole life story. And by the time they get to the question, you don't even know what's what. So just from me to you, if you do go on stage, then just have a brief introduction about your business, about what you do, provide any value if you can, and, you know, thank them for the platform, and get straight to your question. Make sure your question is clear, because me looking on the end as a moderator, some people get to talking, and then by the time they ask their question, I'm like, their question ain't clear, or it's like, what was their question? Or, okay, so what do you want to know? Like, you know, that really happens. So it can just be kind of, yeah, some of that stuff people don't have to know. People don't have to know, you know, back when you first was born, and then, you know, you went to kindergarten and all of that. Nobody don't care about none of that. Just introduce yourself, make it known who you are, what you do, ask your question, and let it be that. So yeah, and I feel like the more specific and brief you are, like, even if you're nervous, because I know everybody's nervous, jot down maybe 3 sentences or 4 sentences that gives an explanation about who you are and what you do or what your business is about, and then write down your questions. If you have it already written down, read your script, read your paper. Don't nobody have to know what that you wrote it down. Read it, say it, and move on. Like, I'm telling you, that'll just make you probably feel a lot better, and definitely it'll help the moderators out, because some people be up there for about 10 minutes talking, and I end up having to leave the room if they go on a whole, whole story that don't got nothing to do with the topic. So that's that. But yeah, just the more that you like get up on stage, the more you ask questions, I think the easier it'll get. At least that's what I'm telling myself also. Like, it'll get easier. But one thing I feel like with Clubhouse is like, it's definitely it's definitely a space to kind of get you out of your comfort zone if you're like an introvert, and you're not used to like talking in front of a lot of people, because granted, it's a lot of people in some of these groups, and they're all strangers, and then you're in the middle of talking, you never know who steps in the room. That's what's even more nerve-wracking. Is like, you're talking, and then by the time you get finished talking, you realize, oh my gosh, one of my favorite influencers is in here, they was listening, stuff like that. So it can be a little intimidating, but if you use it how it's meant to be used, then you'll definitely get something out of it. But overall, like I said, Clubhouse is great. Long as you manage your time and you don't get too caught up on Clubhouse, take a break off of it. At some point, there's going to be rooms all day and all night. So jump on it when you can. I found that, I be on Clubhouse quite a bit, that sometimes I don't get to record as much content because I'm using my phone to listen to Clubhouse, but then I need my phone also to record YouTube. Like now I can't be on Clubhouse because I'm using my phone, but that's okay. The groups will be going on, and they be going on for hours and hours and hours. So yeah. Oh, and another thing I did want to say about Clubhouse is, you never know who's in connection with who or who knows who. So you definitely have to watch. If you are going up to the stage to speak, you definitely want to watch what you say or who you're talking about or how you're saying it, because you don't know who in connection with who. You don't know, and that can go, good or bad. That can go, you can be bad mouthing somebody that may know somebody else, or that person may come in the room, and then now here you are starting up some drama. And that's not what Clubhouse is about. Or it can be good as to, you can be talking about your struggles or something, that could happen with you, and someone in the room could put you in connection with someone that could help you for free. Something that you were struggling with that you really need help with in your business, and that person could put you on, and you can get an opportunity of a lifetime. So honestly, it can go however you want it to go. You control the rooms that you go in. You can control what your hallway look like based on your followers. You can control the information that you gain, and you're in control of what happens on your end of Clubhouse. So yeah, that just kind of basically sums up how I feel and just my whole outlook on Clubhouse. Again, I think it's a great app. I'm going to continue to use it. If you guys see me in a room, don't be afraid to speak or anything like that, especially if you do come in the room if I'm moderating the room. Y'all speak. I love to see you guys, and when y'all share, hey, I see you too, or hey, you helped me, y'all. Y'all just lighten up my day. I swear y'all do. You know what? I forgot to say. See, stuff just keep coming up. Okay, this is the last thing. Make sure that you're being yourself on Clubhouse, because I was about to say, the same way you see me on YouTube dropping gems or talking the way I talk, that's the same way that I talk on Clubhouse. Like, I don't try to change it up. I don't try to act like I know more than what I know. I don't try to, I'm not an expert I do what I love. I love what I do. Y'all know that, and y'all know I don't mind helping. If it's something I don't know, I'm gonna say I don't know. And yeah, but definitely be yourself, because one thing about Clubhouse, people that sit back and listen in the rooms, or people in general, people can weed out the BS, like the BS. There's a lot of people on that be just capping, just talking, but they don't. There's no action behind it. So if you yourself, people will respect you and relate to you and want to connect to you as being yourself, not you as being somebody else. Because let me tell you, it probably ain't gonna last if you trying to be somebody else or do something else in Clubhouse. Like it ain't. But I think it's a lot easier with Clubhouse. You ain't gotta even show your face. You can just say whatever, and I think it's easy for people to not be themselves. But just remember, be yourself, and people gonna love you for you, because 9 out of 10, those people like to relate to other people. People like to relate to people that are like you. That's just yourself. We're all human at the end of the day. Even like celebrities. It makes me nervous to go on a stage with celebrities or big influencers. But at the end of the day, we all bleed the same. We all eat the same. We all drink the same. So we're all human. So I just have to remember that. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So if you like this video, please make sure that if you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you're following me on my social medias at Stylish Styles by Tee. That's Instagram and Facebook. And if you aren't following me on Clubhouse yet, then you definitely can head over and do that. It is Styles by Tee on Clubhouse. So yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in another video. Bye, y'all.